Virginia is in need of foster parents to care for the thousands of children in need of a safe and loving place to stay. We partnered with extra special parents all month long to highlight the need during National Foster Care Month. And today, Amber Johnson-Christley, the State Director of TFC Services, and Ashlin Bayne, Foster Parent Advocate, are here to answer some frequently asked questions about being a foster parent. Welcome, Amber and Ashlin.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. I know a lot of people have a lot of questions. The number one is who can be a foster parent? You know, a lot of people are wondering, can I be a single foster parent? Do you have to have a certain kind of job with certain hours? What kind of person can be a foster parent?
Well, almost anyone can be a foster parent. There is an approval process that includes a home study, background checks, financial verification, but those are all things that we can help you with, get figured out, and just having a simple conversation with us is all that it takes. You definitely can be a single foster parent. There are children that do better in homes with a single parent, so the need for single foster parents is there as well. As far as what job you have, what hours you work, that isn't necessarily what matters. Parents do need to have a plan for childcare, a way to get children to appointments. But again, they are able to use their friends and families for support for those things.
That's good to know, and a lot of people out there aren't really sure. That's good to know that that opens, you know, the net wider.
Absolutely.
For foster families. Now, how many children will be placed in a home at a single time?
The number of children that can be placed will vary depending on the capacity availability that the foster home has. So if they have the capacity of 3, then it could be a sibling group of 3 or 3 children. It just varies depending on their availability in their home.
I know that is sometimes a concern, especially if they're siblings. So for the most part, they want to be able to keep the siblings together, right?
Right, absolutely.
Now, how much interaction does a foster parent actually have with the birth parent in those scenarios?
Well, open communication with birth parents is always encouraged. How much and the method of communication will vary depending on what is deemed appropriate for that particular case. But, you know, possible interactions between foster parents and birth parents could look like a phone conversation or maybe an in-person interaction at a visitation.
I know that's important because the goal is always to get the children back to their birth parents, right?
Absolutely.
Now, how long do children typically stay in foster care once you do have one come into the home?
It varies depending on the situation within the case. Sometimes it's less than 30 days, and sometimes it could be up to 2 or 3 years depending on the needs of the family.
And what does happen in an instance where the child can't go back to the home? We mentioned how important it is that that's the goal, but sometimes there are scenarios where they can't go back to their home. What happens then?
So the outcomes of a child's permanent home will vary depending on the case. Other possible scenarios are going to live with a relative and adoption.
Yeah, we met a family a couple weeks ago, and they ended up adopting their foster son, and it was a great, I guess, and happy ever after.
Yes,
you can
absolutely.
say. Now, what kind of support and resources are available out there to foster families? Because I know that it is, if you've never done it before, it could be a little scary, intimidating. So what kind of support and resources do they have to them?
There's a lot of different support. As an agency, we have 24-hour, 7-day-a-week support for all of our foster families. We have a community of foster families within ESP who are more than willing to provide guidance, mentorship, and additional support as well. Once a child is placed in the home, there's direct parenting support, service planning that's completed, as well as ensuring that there's specific guidance for the needs of the youth and the needs of the family. The variation of support will also depend on the knowledge that the family has and ensuring that they have as many trauma-informed resources as possible. There's a lot of books, online resources, training as well that's provided for the family.
Yeah, I know Extra Special Parents definitely provides training. It's one of the things one of the families told me. I'll never forget them saying that, you know, there were some issues that they were having. They let Extra Special Parents know, and it was the next lesson when they had training again. Right away, they got to, you know, learn from that experience.
Definitely.
Absolutely, it's a lot of support.
Yeah, and they had you guys on speed dial, which they said was amazing.
Yes.
All right, Amber, Johnson, Christley, and Ashlin Bayne, I do thank you so much for joining us today. I do want to, real quick, fosterva.org, that is the website you want to go to if you want to get information. Again, thank you so much for being here today. Now, if you missed any of our foster care coverage this month, you can always look for these stories at WFXRTV.com. Stick around, there's more WFXR News at noon after the break.